So on that journey, right? I mean, earlier on, we talked a little bit about systems. We talked about what you do on LinkedIn. What tools do you use to do what you do?
Yeah. So I can't even believe I'm going to say this, but the tool that I probably rely on the most is Asana, which is a project management tool.
Hmm.
And if my team is listening to this, they're going to be laughing because I bought it. I didn't fight it. I didn't fight the need for it, but I was just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I have a really logical brain. So
Hmm.
for me to be saying, I don't get it, I don't get it. But now I really love it because it allows me to empty my brain, right? Like for example, when you and I first met, we met at VidFest, right?
Hmm.
When you and
Yep.
I first met and we had a conversation about coming on here, I literally made an Asana task that said follow up because there's maybe we'll be able to do something for his podcast. So that way, if I didn't hear from you, I would reach back out to you, right? So Asana gives me, and it lets me get it out of my brain. I don't have to remember it, right? So Asana is really probably the tool that I use most.
Hmm.
Slack. I love Slack because as my team grows, it feels a little bit like being around the water cooler, right? My team's all over the world. We have people everywhere. So so Slack gives us a chance to interact during the day as days go on and feel more like a cohesive team than just, you know, a VA. And, we get to be more of a team.
Hmm.
Entreport is the engine that runs my business. So Entreport's where all our customer files live and all the, payment processing and everything happens. So
Nice.
yeah, those are the tools that I'm just looking at my tabs that are open ahead of me. Those are the
Hmm.
tools that I am in probably the most. And then of course, you know, there's all the productivity stuff like Dropbox and Google Play, Google Drive and all that other stuff.
Wow. I mean, yeah, that's definitely some insightful nuggets that you just dropped. I mean, to your point, I mean, Asana is definitely one of those tools. It's kind of at first you're kind of like, this is like Trello. It's like everything else, and then you start using
Exactly.
them
It
more, and
is.
it's like,
Yeah, and I think they probably are kind of all the same. It's just
yeah,
which one did you pick and then make it work for you, right? But that's the one that we use. And in the beginning, I just didn't get it. But once it clicked, it's just great to be able to just, because I'm committed to not having to be locked here, even though I'm not, these days, we're not really going anywhere.
mhm,
The more I have in the cloud, the less I need to take with me
yep.
if I'm going to speak at a conference or if I'm going on vacation or if I'm just going to the beach house. I don't have to, I try to have very little paper. So everything really gets out of my brain and into the cloud somewhere
Hmm.
so I can access it from anywhere.